alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You are watching Modern and Modest on ITV. I'm your host, Noshina Ghani. Well, today we're actually out of studio. We're going to be taking you on a little visit to Ushaka Marine World, based here in KZN. So come along on the little journey and let us walk you through as to what Ushaka Marine World is all about. What can you do with your little kiddos at home or as just a family outing? So yes, 3 theme parks, amazing experience, and you and I are going to have a look now as to what there is to offer. So after the ad break, please stay tuned and we're going to have a look at what Ushaka Marine World has to offer. Wow, that was simply amazing. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I did. They were wonderful. 3 dolphins doing exactly what we want them to do. Well, I wouldn't say what we want them to do, but what we want to watch them do. I think they were amazing. Kitiwe, was it Zulu? And I'm a bit confused as to the 3rd dolphin's name, but we've got an amazing animal behavioralist, commonly known to us as a trainer, a dolphin trainer, and maybe she could help us with that 3rd name. So welcome, Racine Bates. So yes. Thank you so much for having us here, and it was just awesome. I felt like a little kiddie again watching a dolphin show. It was amazing. I guess you're never too old to enjoy these animals and what they have to offer. So Racine, maybe you could just perhaps tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been a part of it's Ushaka SeaWorld now, and your story with dolphins?
Well, I've been here for 10 years. I started off volunteering here at Ushaka SeaWorld, and then I fell in love with these dolphins, so I knew this is my home and this is where I should be. Right. We have 10 beautiful dolphins here at SeaWorld. So, and just to answer the 3rd one, that's Africa. So it was Africa, Zulu, and Kitiwe. Yeah.
I think they were amazing, and they seem to get along so well. They interact well together. So when we do these shows, like I said, they actually do what you want them to do. Not quite. It's what they want to do, and what we get to enjoy. Put it that way. Okay.
It's all about building a relationship with the animals here at SeaWorld. So we trainers, when we do interactions with our dolphins, it's out of confidence and trust. So we like to have lots of fun with them, and by having a good relationship, everything just goes smoothly and perfectly, especially in the shows. And
So Racine, how many shows do you feature a day? Is it 1, 2? Do your weekdays differ from weekends?
Not really, Nosh. During the weekdays and even your weekends on our off-peak, we have 2 shows. And then when it's really busy, like we have our holiday makers coming down to Durban, we have 3 shows.
3 shows, so that probably keeps you very busy.
Very busy.
So I guess the mix of having 10, so you would change your group of dolphins per show. I'm sure it's maybe tiring for them to be coming out for that time frame?
Yeah, well, we like to alternate and give them a break here and there because we like to have fun with our animals. So
Okay.
imagine having to do the same thing over and over.
Yes,
So we
yes.
like to be spontaneous and we like to be exciting, especially for our animals because they're
Okay.
exciting and they're amazing. So we like to alternate them in shows.
So I'm sure they get to pick up on the mood and your audience. I guess the more you cheer for them, the happier they are to perform. Would that work or not really?
I think it's also with the kids clapping, they make us
Yeah.
more excited, I think, rather than the dolphins. So yeah, we get a lot out of it. We're like, yay, because the
Okay.
children love the shows. So
Right. So with your dolphins, do you find that they're more energetic for the morning shows or does it not really matter?
it doesn't really matter. It just depends as a trainer on how you interact with them and suss them out for the sessions and the day. They're really energetic animals. They love doing high energy behaviors and yeah.
Okay. Friendly and calm and
Yeah, it just depends because as a trainer, if you calm and relaxed and
They can pick
focused,
up
they
on that
they pick up your body language really well. So it's
Okay.
really important that we're confident in front of them, and that's why we build a relationship with our animals.
So how many trainers are you? I mean, a team of how many?
We have a team of 12
Okay.
trainers. Yeah.
So is it? Do you have a favorite, or are you assigned to maybe one or two dolphins?
No, why did you ask me that? Okay, so I love all the animals here. Don't
Okay,
get me wrong,
okay.
but it has to be Frodo.
Frodo.
Yeah,
Was he
she
or she?
she.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
she
right.
was the one. Yeah,
So is that
so
why you got her out yesterday? All right. So it's Frodo. So we had Kitiwe, we had Zulu, we had Africa, and Frodo's obviously on break for now.
yes. Well, we just alternate, like I say. So
Yeah.
she does the training session. A training session is basically when we interact with the animals and do different things with them. So we are kind of the caretakers.
How long does it take you to train your dolphins?
We like to keep it variable. It just
Okay.
depends, yeah. So we can go from 9 minutes to 20 minutes. It just depends on relationship again and what we're doing with the animal because we always like to teach them new stuff,
Yes.
new behaviors.
Okay.
So we have to do the fun stuff like them doing these high energy behaviors like jumping up in the
Yes.
air and spinning to jumping over the water sprouts
Okay.
to medical stuff like ultrasounds and doing taking tummy samples. So it all has to be in training.
We would love for our viewers to come through for the mid-year holiday. So they would then have to purchase their tickets early, I would guess, because your shows get pretty full.
You just have to come in on the day.
On the day,
Yeah, you come
okay.
in on the day, right, by the ticketing, and then you just say how many tickets you'd like, and then
And
yeah,
that's
you're
it,
more than
simple.
welcome.
So
Yeah,
very simple to just
ABC.
come in and
Yeah.
Very spontaneous. You can come in on the day and decide you want
Yep.
to join
Yeah.
the dolphin. I noticed at the show, whilst I was watching, it was just very interesting that your trainer raised the awareness of the environment, which is obviously very crucial to marine animals. So can you maybe help just maybe educate our viewers as to why it's so important to keep your environment clean and how it affects your animals here?
Yeah, I think we all need to realize that we're all part of the web of life. We're all connected some way. So we need our environment in order for us to survive. Also, plastic is so not cool. So we need to do something really simple. I mean, even to kids and mums and dads, it's such a simple thing to do, just to recycle your litter because it does end up in the oceans. And like we were talking about plastic, when Kelpie
Yes.
threw the litter into the bin,
Yeah.
it's so easy for them to get confused with litter and thinking it's maybe a source of food like jellyfish,
yes.
or they could be swimming for weeks or even days and think that the plastic could be a source of food because they haven't found anything to eat.
So recently, I know that Outlaw the Straw has been a very large campaign that's been happening internationally, and it's fantastic that here in KZN we've started it, and it makes me feel proudly South African that we can participate in Outlaw the Straw. Simple, just not using a plastic straw, and we get to do it on a day-to-day basis. So, Racine, what I found very interesting earlier is I believe that Ushaka has started some campaign, and what would that campaign be?
Yes, it is called Outlaw the Straw.
Outlaw the Straw.
Outlaw the Straw, yeah. The thing is, we cannot recycle straws. It's a proven fact. So why use it? Because it's just going to be harmful and detrimental to our environment.
Yes.
There are other ways that we can actually use straws. So there's straws that you can buy and use it over and over again, which is
cost effective.
Yes, exactly. It's cost effective. So like your mums that are going to pack lunch for the kids and stuff, and they have these little bottles, and it'd be really cool if they could rethink the way they would pack their lunches. It's really sad to see when you actually driving and you see people throwing litter out of the window, and you're like, what are you doing?
So Racine, thank you so much for that. So informative, and I've now learned about the Penguin Promise, which you're going to hold my hand and take me through and show me what needs to be done. But Ushaka SeaWorld, Ushaka Marine World, definitely the place to be for you and I to make that penguin promise. And June holidays, 3 shows per day. So simple, just get to the ticket office, get your ticket, and yes, we all can have fun watching our little dolphins keeping us entertained. Wow, well, we've just taken a little stroll now, and I'm going to welcome you to Wet n Wild at Ushaka Marine World. And we're going to introduce you to a dynamic, very inspirational woman who is the director for Ushaka Marine World. And she's going to tell us a little bit about what we can experience and what we can do at Ushaka Marine World. I mean, there's just so much. I definitely wouldn't be able to cover that on my own. So welcome to our show, Pumi, and thank you so much for accommodating us. And yes, you can tell me, wow, director for an amazing place like Ushaka. So what does Ushaka Marine World have to offer? What can our viewers look out for?
Oh, thank you so much, Nosh, for this opportunity. It really is such an amazing place to be. Ushaka prides itself as being the ultimate African paradise with a mix of adventure, sea, fun and sun.
Okay.
You've already tasted a little bit of the sea world.
Yes, yes.
And now we're at Wet n Wild, where you can actually experience about 18 exhilarating slides.
18?
Water slides. 18.
Wow, okay.
Including one of the highest slides in Africa. And think it's 18 meters high.
Wow, that is high. Okay.
Yes, and we have the adult pool.
Okay.
We've got quite a few pools here. There's the kiddies pool where kids can just have fun in water and just enjoy themselves together with their families.
Yes.
And you can also actually enjoy also the Duzi River. Some
Okay.
people call it the lazy,
Lazy river, yes,
which
yes.
floats around, you know, the center of the park.
Okay.
But Ushaka has a whole lot more. I mean, we have Sea Animal Encounters Island,
Okay.
where you can do a shark dive.
A shark dive.
You can meet
Okay.
with the
So
sharks.
can anyone just go and do a shark dive?
Yes.
Even myself?
Even yourself.
Okay, I'll book that the next
And
time round.
It's fun because
Okay.
you go into a cage
Right.
and you can have like interaction with some of our sharks.
Okay.
You can also do snorkeling,
All right.
and you can snorkel and swim with nursing sharks. They don't bite, they are
I
tame,
hope so.
but they're
Okay.
still sharks. But beautiful sea animals. We have more than 10,000 animals here in our
Okay.
aquarium.
You obviously have a very large staff count to be able to look after
That's
these
right.
animals, and probably have a fantastic team that you work with to keep our animals happy, and in turn keep us happy with all the entertainment.
That's right.
So Pumi, how long have you been director for Ushaka Marine?
I've been the marketing director for Ushaka since December 2015. That
Okay.
makes it about 2.5 years with Ushaka. And I really wanted to come here and make a difference, because this is a place where families
Yes, yes.
enjoy themselves and really go back home having been
Beautiful
rejuvenated-
memories.
Beautiful memories, which we would love them to share on social media. There's been so many that have said, "Oh wow, I've done this at Ushaka." Just recently, we did a campaign on people who have actually gotten engaged at Ushaka.
Wow. Okay, so what do we call it? A marine engagement.
At Ushaka.
All right.
And our cargo hold restaurant where you can dine with the sharks.
Okay.
Was the focal place where a lot of those engagements took place.
So that's interesting and very different. I would think innovative.
Absolutely.
But what's fantastic is that we have such beautiful places to visit right at our doorstep, and yet we'd go online and we'd want to look at what's to offer abroad. And you know, we tend to forget that everything's right there, and we have people like you that manage it exceptionally well.
Absolutely.
So Ushaka Marine is definitely the place to visit. We've got the mid-year holiday coming up now, and with our viewers, I'm sure you're going to be having a very long queue at your ticketing office.
Yes.
And your ticket options, you obviously have some combinations. How do they work?
We have single price tickets where if you want to go to SeaWorld, you pay a specific price.
Okay.
And if you want to come to Wet n Wild, you can also pay a specific price for Wet n Wild. Because each of these parks are parks themselves.
Yes,
A
yes.
lot of people don't realize that Ushaka is actually a collection of parks
Okay.
within a big park.
Like a theme park.
Yes.
Marine theme park. Okay.
And then over and above that, you also get combos. So you
Okay.
can either do SeaWorld and Wet n Wild combo, which is
Alright.
about 216 at the moment with the new VAT that was introduced earlier this year. And then you can also do 3 parks in one day or 4 parks
if you
in
look
one
at
day.
your costing of your ticket for entertainment, where you've got so much to offer and you've got a full day from SeaWorld to dining at your restaurant to Wet n Wild, that's a lot to offer.
It's a lot,
I mean,
yes.
good value that you're actually getting back, and it's a family outing.
That's
so
right.
mid-year holidays, Pumi wants to see many viewers visiting Ushaka Marine World, the theme parks that we have, and I can assure you, you are going to have an amazing experience at Ushaka here in KZN.